On this vote, the yeas are 228, the nays are 206. Article 1 is adopted. The House will be in order.
Something is going on repeatedly that has to be stopped, and that is a confusion between private acts of infidelity and public acts, where as a government official you raise your right hand and you ask God to witness to the truth of what you're saying. That's a public act.
I very much regret this procedure. I think it is a monument to unfairness. Not only is a censure and rebuke of the President the public's clear choice, but it is the right thing to do.
We are deeply offended by this process. It was partisan and unfair. Censure was the only bipartisan solution to this sad chapter in our history. It should have been considered as an alternative. We walked out to demonstrate our deep displeasure with the action of the majority party. They disregarded the clear will of the majority of the American people.
The question is on the adoption of Article 2. So many. The House will be in order. On this vote, the yeas are 205, the nays are 229. Article 2 is not adopted, and the motion to reconsider is laid upon the table. Vote. The yeas are 221, the nays are 212. Article 3 is adopted, and the motion to reconsider is laid upon the table. $148, the nays are 285. Article 4 is not agreed to, and the motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
House Resolution 614 resolved that Mr. Hyde, Mr. Sensenbrenner, Mr. McCollum, Mr. Geekas, Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Booyer, Mr. Bryant, Mr. Shabbat, Mr. Barr, Mr. Hutchinson, Mr. Cannon, Mr. Rogan, and Mr. Graham are appointed managers to conduct the impeachment trial against William Jefferson Clinton.
And I can only challenge, I must set the example that I hope President Clinton will follow. I will not stand for Speaker of the House on January 6th, but rather I shall remain as a backbencher in this Congress that I so dearly love for approximately 6 months into the 106th Congress, whereupon I shall vacate my seat and ask my governor to call a special election to take my place.
Just come from talking to the president, I assume that you'd all want some reaction from him, and I have that. I think the president is very disappointed. I believe the president firmly believes that the politics of personal destruction in this town and this country has to come to an end, and it has to stop soon. And in that spirit, the president's wish is that Representative Livingston would reconsider the decision he announced on the floor today.